Hi guys, it's Lika and welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Lika and I review a lot of activewear, so if you're into that kind of stuff, you just keep watching. Also, if you're into swimwear reviews, you should also keep watching today because we do have a swimwear review. I know if you were like, oh my god, Summer, Steve, where's the next swimwear review? It is here, okay? We're doing it. Another swimwear review, another swimwear brand that I haven't tried before. I have tried them as an activewear brand, and it's Silverwind. So they're more of a small business, 100% women owned, very sustainable, like really into using waste materials, using ocean waste, plastic, recycled plastic to make their activewear. And I reviewed their activewear a few months ago because they contacted me to send me some stuff. And, you know, I'm going to link the video up there so you can go check that out because they have really cute activewear that actually feels really nice. And I was very surprised to feel like a recycled activewear that actually felt so nice and so soft. So, go check out that video in case you're interested in some sustainable activewear. Of course, it is not super cheap, but again, they really have their focus on being sustainable, also on avoiding overproduction, which is a big problem in the fashion industry. And they contacted me again to send me some swimwear. So they recently did launch their new spring-summer swimwear line. They did have one last year as well, I think. And this year they basically had like a pre-launch of their swimwear. So they put some of their styles on the website, one pieces, two pieces, and saw what sold best in like a 2-3 week period. And then they just kept the best sellers to keep producing that. And they basically made everything just made to order to avoid the overproduction. Like I said, that's a big issue in the industry. And now you can shop the styles that sold well during that period. And I think they're still made to order. And if I'm correct, it takes 2 weeks for them to make it and then they ship it out to you. So it's not like a long waiting time anyway. And I think it's a really good idea to do those things so that there's not too much overproduction. Because, I mean, so many items just go straight to the waste because no one buys them or they're not as popular. And that's really unfortunate. Especially, climate change is real. It is really warm even in Sweden now. It hasn't rained very often. And, we've seen all the wildfires everywhere, It's an issue. So, yeah. It's good to have more sustainable brands, like brands that are really trying to focus on, being good for the planet. So I think that's something we should all support a little bit more. And I'm happy that they did send me some stuff. I do have a little box here with some swimwear. And I just want to say I also do have a code with them, Rika20, that gives you 20% off the stuff on their website, if in case you want to go check them out. I'll also put the link in the description box so you don't have to, go through the video again to find it again. Yes. So again, thanks to Silverwind for sending me stuff. And let's just get into it. So I got this little box here. It says, thank you for supporting our small business. And then you have this really pretty pattern here on the sticker as well. And this pattern, actually, I also do have on an activewear set from them. So again, if you check that video out that I linked earlier, you'll see that set. It's super cute. Really great for like just some yoga or some lounging because it's so soft. And yeah, I'm excited to try this swimwear. There's a good few like pretty patterns there that I was quite excited about. I will also say I'm a small up top and small to medium at the bottom, but for swimwear pieces, I always go for medium at the bottom. Or for one pieces, I go with my bottom size basically. And their bikinis, you could choose separate top and bottom sizes, which I really appreciate because I hate when it's like sets and you can only just choose one size. Like, excuse me, that doesn't work. It just doesn't, okay? It's ridiculous to think that all of us are the same size throughout our entire bodies, So I'm really happy that they made that possible because they do sell their two pieces, their bikini sets in sets. But still, you can choose the different sizes, so that's great. But let's open this up. I already, took a pair of scissors to open the sticker, so it'll be easier. And, ooh, look at all these pretty patterns. Let's just start with what's on top. This little pretty thing. And this is the Scarlet Blue Odyssey Reversible Bikini set. So here we have the top, and here we have the matching bottoms. I think I picked this one because the pattern, I don't know, it just got me. I saw the pattern, I was like, I like that, that's cute. The material is very like sleek. It's not like brushed or anything, but swimwear material really is. So very, very sleek. Feels like it's going to be very quick drying, very sporty material. It's slightly stretchy, and yeah, I mean, feels like swim material, and nothing too wild there. We do have some thin straps here that are adjustable, so you can see you have some metal detailing here for adjustability, and it's more of a bandeau bikini top kind of, but with the straps. We also do have some ruching here that's a little bit elastic there. And then in the back, you also have some more adjustability with this little string here that you can tie and make a little bit tighter. So, I mean, it's not really like a lot of coverage. So I feel like if you have a bigger chest, you could probably size up and then just adjust with the string here in the back and the straps. But let's see about that when I have it on. Yeah, it's reversible. So we do just have like a little Silverwind logo here, and then on the back it says small. And your hang tag that would typically be on the garment is just kind of attached to it with a string that you can easily cut off. So with the washing instructions and stuff, the instructions say you can wash it at 30 degrees, but tumble dry low, machine wash cold. But it says 30 degrees, so yeah. And obviously do not iron. It is made from 78% eco-nylon, which is regenerated nylon, and 22% spandex. And I think it said something about this eco-nylon. So this says, this product contains regenerated nylon that can be recycled infinitely. No waste, no new resources, just endless possibilities. And that sounds good. That sounds like a really good thing. But I guess, like, if you were to get rid of this at some point, you probably would have to hand it over to someone specific. I don't know. I mean, there's a website, in case you're interested in this type of stuff. And yes, it's a reversible set. So the other side is just like a kind of colder nude beige tone. We have no removable cup pads in here and also no space for them. I kind of would have liked if they had at least kind of put like a little hole in there so I could have put them in there myself. I do prefer a little bit of a nippage coverage. But I mean, I will survive. It's going to be fine. But yeah, the other side is just this beige. So for me, definitely, this is not my color, but I picked it because I liked the print a lot. And of course, if you're a nude person, you like nude colors, maybe it's like cute to have like this nude color here, and then you have like a little bit of the accents from the straps and the string here in the back, basically. And the matching bottoms are just very, very simple string tie bottoms here at the side, but also kind of cute with this little different way of tying it. So you have this kind of tiny loop here and then the tie. And you can also, maybe you can tell, maybe you can't, you can tell that it's very high-legged. So it's kind of meant to be very nice and high-legged. We do have a little tiny dip here in the front, so it goes a little bit lower there. And then in the back, it's, well, definitely not full coverage, but a little bit more coverage than just a string. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. They look big enough, I would say. And again, they're a little adjustable with this tiny tie detailing here. But it's definitely different than your normal, very, very basic triangle bikini top and tie bottom. And again, of course, this is also reversible. So you have the print here, and then you could just turn it around. I apologize for the sticker on here, the hygiene sticker. And then you basically do have your little beige nude bottom and then still the colorful strings on the outside. Yes, so it's a little bit more skimpy perhaps, but the print, like I said, was really cute and I'm excited to try it on. Let's see it. All right, here we have the first set. Now on the pattern side, the side that I also prefer, but I will of course also show it to you reversed. I might just look a little naked when I do that, but you know, we'll do it. It's fine. Let's talk about the top first. So definitely not a lot of coverage, like I already said. We're like more of a, really just like, it's kind of like a bandeau, the little ruching here. You don't have the removable cup pads, but because of the pattern, I don't think the nippage is super obvious. And yeah, for me, I mean, it covers everything. I think if you have a bigger chest, there's a chance that this basically shows a little bit of under boob, which, I mean, some people also like that, so that's also okay. Then we do have our straps here. I find them a little wide. I don't know. The placement is a little odd maybe, but it works. It's just, you know, I'm like a little like, oh, I hope they're not rolling off my shoulder here. So that's my only concern, because they are a little wider than maybe your normal bra straps. And then in the back, you have this little bit of adjustability here with that little string here, so you can make it a little bit tighter. You can make it a little bit wider, but otherwise, like, it's very, very simple. The straps are also adjustable. I currently didn't have to adjust them. It was all good. Support-wise, definitely quite light support. Maybe not the best if you're planning like some really intense water activities. And if you're on a slide, I would probably also just do that. But I mean, that's a case for most bikini tops. So yes, onto the bottoms. I think they're actually, like, they're quite flattering. They have this little deeper V here. I feel like it might be nice if they came up a tiny bit higher, but otherwise, you know, you can wear them like this. You can also wear them like this if this is more your style. But I think personally it's more flattering to wear them a little bit higher up on the hips. And then you have all these strings here that you can kind of tighten or loosen a little bit. But of course you don't have as much flexibility as you would have with a normal like tie, where it's just like, you know, the tie goes all the way through, because we only can adjust this much here. So you can only make it this tight, or, you know, definitely a little wider. But it's also kind of cute in this way, I feel like. You know, it's a little bit more secure maybe if it actually comes undone. But yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. I do like the shape of it. I do like how, you know, it's kind of flattering. Of course, you don't get lower belly coverage here, but, you know, that's okay. And then in the back, it's not like the most cheeky thing, but definitely quite cheeky here in the back for sure. But as I might have mentioned, I don't know, like for me, it's not a problem because my butt usually eats everything anyway. So the less fabric there is, the more comfortable it actually becomes for me. And I also think it's like not cutting into my cheeks here or anything. It feels quite comfortable against my skin. Of course, now that there's like the pattern only on one side, it might happen that sometimes this folds over a little bit to reveal the color on the other side. But since it matches, I don't think it's so bad. And there's a lot of bikini companies or bikinis in general that don't have the print on both sides. So it's not really a big issue. But yeah, I think overall it's really, really flattering. More of a skimpy set, but not too skimpy, you know. And I like the print. I think it works nicely also with my very pale skin tone. So yeah, I think it's cute. All right, and here we have the other side. Yes, so with my skin tone, I definitely do prefer the printed side. But, you know, all in all, if you like nude colors, I think it's cute to have like the little bit of detailing from the print here on the side, on the string, and here in the back as well. Just kind of gives a little bit nice contrast. You can maybe see the nippage a little bit better here, but you can also see the ruching detailing a little bit better. And then you have the printed straps here again. But otherwise, of course, it's the exact same fit. There's no issue in like reversing it or anything. And yeah, now, of course, if it folds over a little bit, you'll see the print on the other side. But otherwise, you know, it works nicely. Not my preferred side, but for sure, it's gonna match someone's skin tone beautifully. So if that's you, you go ahead. It's cute. But yeah, my favorite is the printed side. All right, next up, let's take this lighter set here. That's a bikini as well. And again, I was kind of sucked in by this cute print. Let me see, how's this? What's happening? I'm just gonna tie this together so I can kind of see what's happening here. There's a little bit of something twisty going on here. Let me see if I can, because you have like this little clasp here in the back. All right, so I think this is gonna be easier to show you now. So this is the Bohemian Rhapsody bikini set. We have the bottoms here. They're a bit more full coverage than the other ones we just saw. And we have this little cute twisty bikini top here as well. And the print is also different, but still I thought it was super cute, like the little blue and like turquoise, a little bit of yellow here, a bit more abstract maybe as well. Again, we have like the thinner straps here. This time we have removable cup pads in here, so you can actually take them out here. And you can also see it's not reversible this time. So maybe with the other set, they didn't put the cup pads in there because it wasn't reversible. And then I guess it's harder to find a spot where to put it in, maybe. Yes. Still, your hang tag with the washing instructions is simply just, you know, you can just cut that off here. Straps are adjustable again as well with like some metal detailing here. And this time I think we have a little bit more coverage here in the boob area for sure. Of course, with the removable cup pads, you also do get some nipple coverage. And then in the back, it's not adjustable as such. You can just, you know, you just clasp it together here. So you only have adjustability now with the straps. So I know for some people that's great, for some that's not so great. I personally don't mind too much. And you have this twisty detail here. I think it is correct now, but like, yeah, you saw how I struggled a little bit with clasping it together. But I think you can kind of tell by here that I have the seams on the inside now here completely, that this must be the correct way of, you know, clasping this together. And yeah, I think it's cute. I like the print a lot. And then, as promised, the bottoms are more coverage. By the way, the material feels the exact same as the ones from the other. And I think it also is, let me see. Yes, 78% nylon and then 22% spandex. But yeah, bottoms, more coverage. We have a high waist this time. We do have strings on the side here, so you can kind of ruche it up a little bit if you want to. So you can kind of make it a little bit more high leg or a little bit more coverage on the side as well, which is quite nice. We have no harsh seams anywhere, so not on top, but also not, maybe here they are a little bit harder, but it's not really anything too wild. So let's see how it looks when I have it on though. And then you do have basically full coverage in the back. That usually never works so well for me with my butt because my butt just eats it, so it's not like going to be full coverage on me. But let's see. Yeah, I'm just excited that it's, you know, nice and high-waisted. Sometimes I also do like to cover my lower belly a little bit, just like to feel a little bit more tucked in. And when you feel like that, then this could be a great set for you. So yeah, cute. Yeah, let's see it on. All right, our next bikini. I think the print is super cute. It's very, very summery. Like I think it's really, really nice. I do love how high these bottoms come up. Definitely you get some lower belly coverage here as well. I'll just say I find these bottoms quite much tighter than the first ones we saw. So I would suggest to size up in general, and maybe it would have been nicer to actually get a larger size here. It's like not too bad with cutting in here. Maybe I just need to wear them like once or twice to kind of, you know, break them in a little. But like you can definitely see a little bit of cutting in here in my side hip, lower love handles. I don't even know what you want to call these. But otherwise, I think these are super, super flattering. Yes. You have nice coverage here as well. I like how it's, you know, I like the cheekiness here in the back. It's not too much, but definitely good, and it's also not gonna, you know, look weird if you have the same problem as me, that your butt crack kind of like starts eating the fabric. I think it's actually really like a really nice cut here, and the seam is also not too harsh. So, you know, really cute. There's definitely also no cutting in here. I also do have a smaller waist than my butt, so just keep that in mind. Maybe it could be a little bit tighter if you carry your weight around here more. That's possible. But yeah, overall, I do love the cut of these. And then you can see these strings. So I could tie them like this now to just keep the bottoms as they are, like this. Or of course, you can also ruche them up. And then I guess you could also kind of bring this a little bit higher and just have a little bit more of a higher leg cut here. So it's a bit more, you know, elongating the legs and stuff. So now it looks, of course, a little weird having the two different things, like this side or this side. But this way you can really see the difference of what you can do with these. So this way also the top comes down a little bit more, and this comes up a little bit more high leg here, a bit more coverage on this side. I think both look cute, but it's just so you can see there's a little bit of flexibility in how you style this. So, you know, I needed to untie the knot as well. I don't know what I prefer. I have to try that a little bit, but I definitely do like these bottoms. But yeah, maybe suggest sizing up in general, I would say. And yeah, I just like really where they hit here and the coverage, because, you know, there's some days when not everyone feels like wearing very, very skimpy stuff, right? But now we've talked enough about the bottoms. Let's talk about the top here. Definitely a little bit more complicated to like kind of figure out how to put it on, but I think once it's on, it's actually really cute. We have this little twisty detail here. I do have definitely enough coverage for my smaller chest, spaghetti straps. These ones I don't feel like are too wide set. I think they're perfectly set, and I don't feel like there's any danger of these rolling off my shoulders. I also think there's a little bit more space for bigger boobs here for sure. And then in the back, we just have that little clasp. So very, very simple look here, adjustable straps. And support-wise, I would say this is also definitely a light support. So nothing, again, for like super intense water sport activities or something. But I think the suit looks really, really cute. So yeah, I actually thought that the other print would be my favorite, but this one, I think is, yeah, I don't know, it's just summer, you know? The other one had a little bit more retro vibes, and this is really just like summer, and I don't know, I like it. All right, last but not least, we have one more thing in here, and it's a one piece, so it's really just one more thing. It's a little darker, a little purple. Ooh, yeah, there we go. It has sleeves. This is the Jungle Fever long sleeve swimwear. And they also do have one pieces that don't have long sleeves, but I've never had one with long sleeves. And I figured, you know, for like if you want to go snorkeling or something, and it's a little bit more chilly like it is in the waters here in Sweden, and I don't know, it could be nice. Or also for like some extra coverage. The sleeves seem quite long. And I think I mentioned that in the beginning, since I have small up here and I take a medium at the bottom, I also did go for a size medium for this one here. And we'll see if that was a good choice or not. We do have removable cup pads in here. I can just feel them now. And you do have a zipper here in the front. So this is how you get in. Basically, you just zip it up and yep. The cup pads are kind of in here. You can remove them. There's a hole in here, so you can get them out. And then you can see, like, it's double layered in most areas, but not the sleeves, which I guess is good. Gives you a bit more like flexibility, and also is not as warm then. We do have, also the zipper is also plastic here, but it's a long one. You just zip it up again so it's easier to show it off. And you do have kind of like not super high leg cut here at the bottom, and then also kind of seemingly full coverage in the back here as well. Then there's some seam detailing, not in the back, but in the front, to kind of, you know, give you a little bit of shape here. It's also kind of cute. And like I said, very, very long sleeves. We have a Silverwind logo now here on the sleeve, closer to your wrist here. So this is a little bit bigger than their logoing on the bikinis, but I guess it makes sense because it's like a big piece of fabric. And again, I think this is made from the same material. Yes, exactly. So yeah, it's cute. Also, did I say there was no seam detailing in the back? There is. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. But yeah, I think it's cute. It's like a little mysterious. It feels like, you know, the print is so dark. I usually wear lighter things. We also just saw lighter things, but I thought it was fun to do something a little different. I'm also really curious to see if my arms fit nicely into this, because I sometimes have a little problem with like my biceps and stuff. That's a little tight. But since this is a medium, I think it should be fun. Yeah, I'm really, really curious to put this on and maybe also try it out sometime soon for some snorkeling. I'm not sure if I'm going to see a lot here in Sweden when I snorkel. But there's a snorkel path, or snorkel trail close to here at the coast. So I kind of always wanted to try that. And yeah, the water isn't that warm, you know, because it's connected to the Atlantic Ocean here. So it's like kind of where the Baltic Sea and the Atlantic Ocean meet. So it's not super warm. But yeah, I'm excited. You can also see it's a little cinched in here at the waist, a little bit tighter there. And let's just see it on. All right, last but not least, we have our one piece here. I will say this one has harsher seams here at the bottom, so I can definitely feel those cutting in here, and you can kind of also see the cutting into the butt cheeks a little bit. So I wish those seams were a little bit more like the seams from the other suits, not as harsh. because this is a little, I mean, I can feel it a little bit, you know? And since this is where my biggest area is, this like, So yeah, again, maybe if you have like more weight around here, it would be good to kind of size up for that as well. Although I feel like up here it fits really, really nicely. Like it's not too loose in the waist, which sometimes happens if I have to size up for my lower body. It's actually quite nice. The arms are actually also really, really nice and relaxed because they're only a single layer. So I can definitely feel it's way less tight in the arms there. And of course, this cut is not as flattering as some of the higher leg cuts. So just keep that in mind. It's gonna give you more coverage here. So if you're looking for that, maybe that's good for you. And I personally know if I have higher coverage, usually it always cuts into my cheeks. So this is nothing new to me with the more full coverage bottoms. This is also kind of why I don't like those too much. But just so you're aware of that. Otherwise, I think like, you know, the waist actually really fits quite nicely. As you can see here, there's maybe a teeny tiny bit of extra fabric, but it's really not bad at all. And then the zipper goes all the way down here. And you can also zip it up all the way here. So then you're like really kind of tucked in. It's nice and warm, nothing's gonna happen. You have those removable cup pads in here too. You can kind of zip it, unzip it a little bit more, show a little bit more cleavage if you want, you know. You could also, as I mentioned before, maybe put like a bikini top underneath if you kind of wanna unzip it all the way, which I currently can do without my boobs falling out, but you know, I probably shouldn't be moving anymore after that. And the zipper can kind of probably move by itself a little bit depending on how you move. So I don't think it's like a super secure zipper, just so, you know, keep that in mind. I think for now I'm just gonna wear it a little bit like this because I'm getting so warm right now. I'm sweating. Trying on things is not, you know, as easy as it sounds sometimes, especially in the heat. So yeah. And I will say this piece is quite challenging to get on as well, because you're wiggling your way on, like you're wiggling it all the way over your butt. Then you kind of have to get your arms in there, like, ugh, and then kind of get it up here. So a little bit of a challenge for sure. But I mean, I also don't remember when the last time was I actually wore a one piece. I think it was a good few years ago, and that was also a challenge to get on. But like my last try-ons, that's probably when I wore when I wore a one piece last. But like, yeah, they're usually like a little bit of a wiggle challenge, you know, that's just how it goes. But otherwise, yeah, I think it's really nice around the waist here. It's a great piece if you need some more coverage. Like I said, the arms aren't double lined, so they're actually quite comfortable and not as warm as the body of the suit. I also feel like you get a decent amount of compression because of that second layer also here for your belly. So if that's a concern for you, there's definitely like a bit of compression here that keeps things nicely tucked in. And all in all, it's like a very sporty piece. Of course, support-wise, I mean, I've actually kind of nicely tucked in. I would say it's medium support, so you could definitely wear that for some sporty activities in the water. And like I said, if you want to be extra secure in case like that zipper comes undone or something, just put a bikini top underneath and you'll be good to go. So yeah. All right, it's conclusion time. So in general, I think they have super unique styles and really, really cute prints and really fun ideas as well. I will say, I think that compared to their legging sizing, I found the bottoms a little bit tighter than their leggings, but I think that also has to do with the material. Like, I feel like the material itself is not as stretchy as some of their legging material. And then of course also if you have a little bit of a seam here, kind of that can cut into your butt cheek, that's not going to happen with the legging, right? So I'll just be a little bit mindful of that maybe the bottoms could be a little bit tighter than the leggings if you've tried their leggings before. Or also if you are not trying the swimwear and you want to order leggings, I found the leggings just a little bigger size basically, or like bigger fitting. But yeah, I think it's like super nice what they do with the recyclable, yes, I mean it is recyclable, but also the recycled activewear, the recycled swimwear, I think it's super nice. Very, very mindful of our planet. Like I said, very unique prints and styles as well. My favorite might be still this one, the little more skimpy set. But yeah, of course, if you want something more like high-waisted, this style is going to be also good. Just keep in mind, like I said, that these might be a little bit tighter than the leggings. And I will say, like, this one fits so nicely in the arms. I didn't expect that. I mean, that's a little bit tighter here at the harder seam, but this is also, so this thing has the hardest seam of them all, basically here at the bottom. So it's like a really proper seam here. And getting this out is a little bit of a challenge. So I think I'm also imagining like I would need help to get it off when it's actually wet. But it fits really nicely up top for sure. I think you could also easily, like, if you kind of want to have this a little bit unzipped, like you could also just easily put a bikini top underneath as well, just in case, you know, you kind of want to leave it a little bit open or whatever. I think that could also be a cute style. And all in all, I think it's really, really cute. Swimwear, if you're looking for something more unique, something a bit more sustainable, if you don't mind spending a little bit more money on this, you should go check it out for sure. And yeah, excited to take these out for a swim this summer. And yeah, thanks so much for Silverwind again to send me the stuff. What was I gonna say? Remember that I have this code here that you can use for a discount on their website, and you can go check that out. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, give it your thumbs up. Also, if you haven't done that yet, let's get to that first. You should subscribe to my channel so you're going to get notified about all the new videos that are coming up. If you have any feedback, any suggestions for new brands as well, any ideas on how to improve my videos, anything you want to see, stuff like that, just leave it down in the comments below. You can also follow me on Instagram, and you can also DM me there, but be aware I'm way more likely to see your comments here on YouTube too if there's anything you want me to see. So then just leave it down here and I'll get back to you. Yes. Again, of course, also if you've ever any questions about the pieces that I've reviewed, just let me know. And I'm happy to help you with stuff. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I know my videos are not always very short, but you know, that's just my style, and I think you all have started to realize that. And I hope you enjoy it. I'm always trying to be very thorough with my reviews. So yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.